Reis Magos Fort, built in 1551 by the Portuguese, is located in North Goa near the Mandovi River opposite Panjim. Originally a military outpost and later a prison, it played a key role in defending Portuguese Goa from invasions. Today it is a beautifully restored site reflecting Goa's colonial legacy. The Church of Reis Magos, built in 1555 by the Franciscan friars, stands beside the fort and is one of Goa's oldest churches. Dedicated to the three wise men, or Reis Magos, it showcases classic Portuguese architecture with a simple white facade and ornate altars inside. Historically, it was a key spiritual center for the Portuguese rulers and local converts. Every January 6th, the feast of the Epiphany is celebrated here, marking the arrival of the Magi, a tradition that draws crowds and reflects Goa's deep-rooted colonial and religious heritage.
As we step through the grand entrance of Reis Magos Fort, take a moment to gaze at the towering iron-reinforced wooden doors, silent witnesses to centuries of history. Strong and weathered, they once stood firm against enemy attacks, guarding the secrets within. Just above the archway, notice a small square opening, deceptive yet deadly. This is where boiling oil was poured down on invaders. This is the solitary confinement cell, cold, dark, and barely large enough to stand in it. Once held prisoners to complete isolation. Echoes of the silence seem to linger in the air. The grand entrance that you just witnessed was not just a passage. It was a checkpoint, a warning, and a promise. You weren't just entering a fort. You were stepping into power, protection, and history. As you climb the final steps of the fort, a breathtaking sight unfolds before you. The mighty Mandovi River, glistening under the Goan sun, stretches out like a silver ribbon. From these ancient ramparts, you don't see just a river, you witness centuries of trade, travel, and tales. The wind whispers stories of soldiers and seafarers as the fort proudly watches over the land it once protected. As you step inside the fort, time slows down. The monsoon drizzle kisses the ancient walls, casting a gentle shimmer across the red stone. Worn by the wind and war, yet standing proud, everything feels alive here. The fort breathes with history, and today it's wrapped in the fresh scent of the rain and earth. The stone pathways, slick from the rain, invite you to walk with care, each step echoing against the moss-covered walls, whispering tales of centuries past. Bright green monsoon moss clings lovingly to the old steps and ramparts, nature's own velvet draping over man-made strength. The path may be slippery, but it's part of the charm, reminding you to slow down, to absorb every detail. Inside, arched doorways leads to cool chambers where the past still lingers in the air. The dripping of rainwater from the roof sounds like a soft drumbeat, a rhythm set by nature itself. The Portuguese cannons stand as silent sentinels, cast in iron and shipped from Europe in the 16th and 17th centuries. These mighty guns once protected Goa's shores from enemy fleets and rival kingdoms. Their thunder once echoed across the Mandovi, guarding trade routes and upholding colonial power. Though now rusted and still, they remain a striking symbol of strength, strategy, and centuries-old warfare. And as the drizzle continues to fall and the wind hums through the ancient arches, you realize this fort is not just made of stone, but of every story, every moss-covered wall, every creaking wooden door, every cannon pointing out to the sea. It all speaks of time, of tides, of timeless guardianship. Here, where the river meets the rain and the sky kisses history, Reis Magos Fort doesn't show you just the past, it makes you feel it. A place where echoes don't fade, they linger.